What is the biggest piece to your branding? It's your logo, right? No, absolutely not. The biggest piece to your branding is the customer experience. The experience, in other words, that your customers have with your products or your services. Now, a lot of people think that they equate branding to specifically a logo or the colors, the design aspects of a brand, and all of that does play into what an overall brand is. But my rule of thumb, if you haven't heard it yet, is 25% of branding is the logos, colors, the designs, and all that stuff. The other 25% is the marketing and sales. And then the 50%, the last 50% of a brand is the full customer experience and customer service if you want to wrap that into one. The reason being is because brand equals reputation. And what is the quickest way to either elevate or diminish your reputation? It's to have a good experience to elevate it, or to have a bad experience to diminish it. And so this is why customer experience is by far the best brand builder and the biggest factor when it comes to building your brand. So let's get this straight. Take for instance, I do not go to Walmart. Why do I not go to Walmart? Depending on what part of the country you're in, I'm in Northwest Indiana, right outside Chicago. Walmart is one of those stores that I've walked into in multiple different branches in my area, and I never have a good experience. From the product being broken or somehow dismantled or whatever when I get it home, or having a bad experience with the employee, cashier, and then talking to the manager and they just don't care, stuff like that. Those are the experience I've had with Walmart. So I actually have not been inside of a Walmart in over 7 years for that reason. Now, where will I go to replace Walmart? Target. Target is a great place because I have great experiences when I walk in. They sell quality products no matter what it is, from food to clothes to electronics or whatever it is that they're selling. Target is the place that I go because I have good experiences with their products, but also their customer service. I've never had a bad experience with customer service when it comes to Target employees, Target managers, the cashiers, and even as much as the experience on my end interacting with Target. Let me give you an example. When I go to a store like this, a department store, I'm always 100% of the time looking for a self-checkout counter. Now, yes, Walmart does have those, but every time that I have used a self-checkout counter at Walmart, it didn't work, or I had to have an employee come over and deal with that person to try to fix why my item wasn't scanning. I've never had those issues at Target. And so my ease of use when coming into Target to use that self-checkout counter has been great. So in other words, some of the best ways to lose customers and to gain customers is to focus on the experience. And in Walmart's case, they're not focusing on the experience. They're focusing on a lot more of a volume type mentality, whereas Target is focused on a quality mentality when it comes to the customers that they're dealing with. And this is something that I've actually struggled with in my business in the past and a little bit recently, where I have not given my customers a good experience on the products or the delivery that we're doing for our clients. Hey, I'm gonna be real. It happens. Everybody goes through this in their business. In some way, shape, or form, you're gonna fail in your operations, and it's just gonna happen. But the bottom line is to focus on building that customer experience back up so that you can continue to keep those clients or bring in new customers and have them always coming back to you no matter what happens. Another reason why customer experience is such a big thing is because of referrals. Referrals are easy ways to market, and hey, not to discount it, but they are free as well. Free referrals are a great way to come back to there. So for instance, a lot of my business is built off referrals. I give a really good service to a client and then they go tell a friend of theirs, that friend comes over and works with us. And that is what good customer experiences can do for you. And it can work the reverse way. If you give a customer a bad experience, say for instance, I've not really had a customer leave us or a client leave us for a bad customer experience, so to say. But if that person had a bad experience, why would they ever go tell somebody to work with us? And so at some point, it's gonna be very advantageous for you to invest heavily into your customer experience and customer service. Now I mentioned customer service. Customer service is actually a reactive form of marketing. Customer experience is a proactive form. Customer experience means that you're actively working to make sure that that customer, that client has a really, really good experience with you and your product, your service, whatever it is that you have to offer. Whereas customer service is, if you think of it as, if you have a problem with your cell phone bill or something like that, you're calling AT&T and saying, hey, I have this issue. You're calling customer service not customer experience. Customer experience for AT&T would be when you walk into the store and it's easy for you to switch over from Sprint, get your new phone, and walk out the door as quick as possible. And that is the experience, not necessarily customer service. So at the end of the day, branding is not logos, it's not colors, it's not even close to that. It's all about the experience. Branding equals reputation, and the best way to build your reputation up is to have great customer experiences. The best way to diminish your reputation is to give bad experiences. So make sure you're focusing on the right things, invest in those positions. I've actually hired a customer experience person on my team, and she's in training right now, but we're actually gonna have her make sure she's touching every single one of our clients on a weekly basis, getting them gifts, figuring out, what kids they have and how old they are, what their interests are, stuff like that. Just making sure that our clients have a really deep relationship with us, as opposed to just saying, hey, we're gonna service you, and then never talk to them again. That's not what you want. That's not gonna create a lasting relationship with your clients, especially if you're a service-based company. So hopefully that explains what customer experience is and why you should invest heavily in making sure that you have a good strategy around it. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for all kinds of content marketing tips, and if you're a real estate investor, I do have the REI Marketing Weekly, goes on the YouTube channel here for the video. Great real estate investors that come on the channel talking about their marketing. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you have checked out all the links down in the description below to connect with me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And then also, I do have a 1-hour consultation call link down there that you can book as well to connect with me, and I'll dive deep into what you have going on in your marketing. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.